Hi, I'm Ivan Stewart. Welcome to the Electric Bike Center. Before you rent or buy an electric bike, you should know a little bit about it. Basically, it's a bicycle with a motor. So if I turn this key on, and that activates the battery, and now we have power to this throttle over here in my right hand. So if I turn the throttle, and if the switch is on, incidentally, it's important that this goes up to the 1 here. If the switch is on, it activates the front tire, where we have an electric motor that will actually take us up to 20 miles an hour. So with that, now you have a bicycle that rides as a bicycle, or an electric bike, or is both. So if you want to ride as an electric bike and a regular bicycle, you just pedal and use the throttle. A couple other things you need to know about the bicycle also is that the brakes work extremely well. If you notice on the front, they have a disc brake. And when that brake comes on, I mean, it's the best brakes that I've ever seen on a bicycle. So keep that in mind. They've all got suspension, as you can see. They come with a headlight, tail light. The other important thing is they have a 7-speed transmission. So if I want to gear the transmission up, as I'm pedaling, I just click the big thumb lever here. And you don't have to be moving, by the way. And if I want to gear down at a stoplight, I just push this one, and that puts it into first gear. It's got a fuel gauge. So now it's got a full tank, or battery, not fuel, but battery. Half tank when the yellow comes on, and then when the red comes on, you're out of battery. An odometer, speedometer, a bell for when you're riding on the boardwalk and you come up behind people. It's really nice to be able to ring that little bell, and that gets their attention. The other thing that's really important to know is that all the bicycles come with a headlight and tail light. And it's not required, but probably a good idea here in San Diego with all the traffic to run the headlight and the tail light while you're riding, and then turn them off. But a couple things while you're riding the bikes, I think it's really important to realize that there's a lot of traffic in San Diego. When you pass a car that's a parked car, be aware that they can open the door and you can actually run in the door and have a big accident. The other is when they're parked diagonally, when you back up, remember they may not be able to see you either, so always be aware and be careful. Again, you have to ride the bikes as a legal bicycle. It is a legal bicycle, but you have to obey all the laws. You have to come to a complete stop. It's really important. You have to worry about the speed limit, but hopefully you can't go over 20 miles an hour. Helmet is required. You need to wear a helmet at all times. The other thing is really important. The bikes are very expensive, so when you park the bike, be sure to take the key out. I mentioned where the key is. And then also be sure to lock the bike up, not to itself, but lock it to a tree or a pole or something like that. Other than that, have a great time around San Diego, and we'll see you when you get back.